Japan's new invention is making the entire world tremble. And it isn't a phone, a chip or a robot the size of a person, it's 18 meters tall. It weighs 25 tons. And when the engineers finally pressed the button on the bay in Yokohama, that thing stood up, took a step forward, and knelt down in front of a live audience. A machine that was supposed to exist only in cartoons moved on its own in the real world. That's number 1 on this list, and I'm going to show you exactly how they pulled it off. But Japan didn't stop there. From a hydrogen-powered robot horse, you actually ride to a 12-meter humanoid that repairs railway lines with a human operator inside. This country is quietly building machines nobody else is even attempting. Today we're counting down the 8 most insane Japanese inventions being built right now. Stay until the end, because what you'll see at number 1 is going to leave you speechless. Number 8. The Honda Zero series and Asimo OS. Everybody remembers Asimo, the little white robot that walked upstairs and kicked a soccer ball at press events. Honda shut that program down. Or that's what everyone assumed. What actually happened is stranger. Honda took the brain out of the robot and put it inside a car. The Honda Zero series is a completely new line of electric vehicles running on a system Honda literally named Asimo OS. And it is not a normal infotainment screen. It's the same lineage of technology that taught a robot to read a room, recognize obstacles, and predict what a person nearby was about to do. Now that intelligence is driving. These cars are built for level 3 automated driving. Eyes off, not hands off, eyes off. Meaning, under the right conditions, the driver can legally stop watching the road entirely. Honda already proved it could do this back in 2021 with the Legend, the first car in the world certified for level 3. The first Zero SUV production model was scheduled for North America in the first half of 2026, then Japan and Europe after that. Honda didn't kill the robot. Honda gave it wheels. Number 7. The SkyDrive SD05. Japan has been promising a flying car for decades. This time, one is actually being built on a factory line, and not by a garage startup, by Suzuki. SkyDrive partnered with Suzuki to manufacture the SD05 at a plant in Iwata City, Shizuoka Prefecture, with production starting in March of 2024. 3 seats, 1 pilot, 2 passengers, 12 motors and 12 rotors. Fully electric. In April of 2025, it lifted off in public at the Osaka Kansai Expo, hovering at 5 meters for about 4 minutes, flown remotely with nobody on board. Since then, the program has passed 300 test flights across Toyota City, Yamaguchi, Osaka Port, and Tokyo. And here's what makes this different from every flying car concept video you've ever seen. SkyDrive is targeting commercial service in 2028, and it's talking to railway operators about landing pads connected directly to train stations. Step off the Shinkansen, walk upstairs, and fly the last stretch. Quick thing before we continue, we're pushing to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. If you're enjoying this, tap subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it genuinely helps. Number 6. The Kawasaki Koleo. Now this one looks like it escaped from a video game. Kawasaki, the company that builds the Ninja motorcycles, unveiled a 4-legged robotic horse at the Osaka Expo in 2025. No wheels, legs. 4 independent robotic legs ending in rubber hooves that grip grass, gravel, and loose rock the way a real animal's foot does. You sit in a saddle, you steer it by shifting your body weight, exactly like riding a horse, and an artificial intelligence system reads your posture and keeps the machine balanced underneath you. Power comes from a 150 cubic centimeter hydrogen engine that generates electricity for the motor in each leg. The only thing coming out of the exhaust is water vapor. Now, I'll be straight with you. The stunning footage of Koleo leaping over boulders is computer generated. The physical prototype at the expo could stand and shift its stance, and not much else. But Kawasaki created an entire business unit for it called Safe Adventure, reporting straight to the chief executive, and it's aiming for working prototypes by the Riyadh Expo in 2030. This isn't a design student's poster, it's a funded program. Number 5. The L0 series maglev. Everything so far is impressive. This one holds a world record nobody on the planet has touched in over a decade. On the 21st of April, 2015, on a test track in Yamanashi Prefecture, a 7-car L0 series train hit 603 kilometers per hour. That is faster than a small commercial aircraft at cruising altitude. And it did it without touching the rails at all. Superconducting magnets lift the entire train 10 centimeters into the air, so there's no friction, no wheels, no contact. The guideway is U-shaped, which means derailment isn't unlikely. It's physically impossible. This train is being built for the Chuo Shinkansen, a line running from Shinagawa in Tokyo to Nagoya in about 40 minutes, at a cruising speed of 500 km per hour. 85% of that route is tunnel, and that's the problem. The original opening was 2027. A dispute with Shizuoka Prefecture over groundwater in the Oi River Basin froze construction for years, and the target has now slipped to somewhere around 2034. The budget climbed from 5.5 trillion yen to roughly 11 trillion. Japan isn't struggling to build the fastest train on Earth. It already built it. The struggle is the ground underneath it. Number 4. The Tsubame Industries Archax. A 25-year-old engineer in Tokyo decided he was tired of waiting for someone else to build a giant piloted robot, so he built one and put it on sale. Archax stands 4.5 meters tall and weighs 3.5 tons. Iron and aluminum frame, fiber-reinforced plastic shell. You climb inside the torso into a windowless cockpit with 2 joysticks, pedals, a touchscreen, and screens fed by cameras, and you drive it from in there. 26 joints. The hands have articulating fingers that can pick up an object weighing 15 kilograms and pass the sensation of holding it back through the controls to your hands. It has 2 modes: robot mode, standing upright, and vehicle mode, where it folds down onto 4 wheels and drives at 10 kilometers per hour. The price is $3 million, 5 units only, and Ryo Yoshida, the founder, said something that stuck with me. He said Japan is good at animation, games, robots, and cars, and he wanted to build one product that compressed all 4 into a single object. Something that says, "This is Japan." He wasn't exaggerating. Number 3. The multifunctional railway heavy equipment. This is the one almost nobody outside Japan has heard of, and it's already working. West Japan Railway had a problem: an aging workforce, a shrinking labor pool, and thousands of kilometers of overhead electrical wire that somebody has to climb up and repair. So instead of hiring more climbers, they built a humanoid. It was developed with Jinki Ittai and Nippon Signal, and it sits on top of an extendable boom mounted to a truck that drives directly on the rails. A torso, a head, 2 enormous arms, reaching up to 12 meters above the ground and handling objects up to 40 kilograms. But the control system is the part that changes everything. The operator sits inside the vehicle wearing a headset fed by the robot's cameras. When the operator turns their head, the robot turns its head. When the robot lifts something heavy, the control levers push back so the operator feels the weight in their own arms. It cuts trees, paints structures, replaces signal hardware, and repairs live catenary lines. It entered service in the Kyoto, Osaka, and Kobe region in 2024. Nobody has to climb the wires anymore. Still with me? Then hit subscribe. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month is the goal, and you're one tap away. Number 2. The Toyota Lunar Cruiser. Toyota is building a vehicle to drive on the moon, not a concept sketch. A signed, funded international commitment. In April of 2024, NASA and Japan signed an agreement, and under that deal, Japan builds a pressurized lunar rover and NASA launches it. Toyota has been developing it with the Japanese Space Agency since 2019. Here's what makes it different from anything Apollo ever put on the surface. The old moon buggy was open. Astronauts drove it in full suits, limited to a few hours outside. The lunar cruiser is a sealed, pressurized cabin. 2 astronauts can live inside it, without spacesuits, for up to 30 days, driving hundreds of kilometers from their landing site. It's a laboratory, a habitat, and a vehicle in one machine. It runs on regenerative fuel cell technology, using sunlight to split water into hydrogen and oxygen, then burning that back for power through the 14-day lunar night. Around 15 tons, as heavy as the entire Apollo lunar module. It's targeted for the Artemis 7 mission around 2031, and it's designed to keep working for 10 years. Toyota, the company that builds the Corolla, is building a camper van for the moon. Number 1. The Yokohama Gundam. And now we've reached number 1. The most ambitious, the most technically insane, and the one Japan actually finished. In 2014, an engineering group launched something called the Gundam Global Challenge with one goal: build a real 18-meter Gundam that moves. Not a statue, a moving machine. Universities said the physics didn't work. At that scale, the square cube law is brutal. Double the height and the mass grows 8 times faster than the strength of the structure holding it up. They built it anyway. The RX-78F00, 18 meters tall, 25 tons, a steel internal frame wrapped in carbon resin armor, driven by electric actuators, with 24 degrees of freedom across the body and 18 more joints in the hands alone. Every finger moves independently, the head turns and tilts. The eyes light up. It walked out of its dock, took a knee, raised an arm, and pointed at the sky over Yokohama Harbor, and Guinness World Records certified it as the largest mobile humanoid robot ever built. It opened to the public in December of 2020, and here's the part most people don't know. It was always temporary. The exhibition closed on the 31st of March, 2024, and the machine was taken apart. Parts of it were rebuilt into a new statue at the Osaka Expo in 2025. For 3 years and 3 months, a real 18-meter humanoid robot stood on the water in Yokohama and moved. Then Japan turned it off and walked away, because for Japan, it was never about keeping it, it was about proving it could be done. So there you have it, the 8 most extraordinary machines Japan is building right now. From a robot horse that runs on hydrogen to a pressurized rover heading for the lunar South Pole. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these hit you the hardest? And do you think anyone outside Japan could have built that Gundam? Drop it in the comments, I read them all. And if you're new here, subscribe. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and you can be one of them. See you in the next one. Take care.